Carla,
What?
what has a nose and flies but can't smell? An airplane. Hey San Diego, and welcome back to FLEETtv. I'm Ashanti, your host for this week's episode. I've been in and around airplanes my entire life, and I'm a little bit of an airplane aficionado. If you're like me and you love planes, this episode is just for you. If you've ever asked how we keep those planes right up there, we're gonna answer that big burning question for you right now, sending you to one of our fellow Fleetsters, Mr. Ryan, who's gonna show you a neat trick with toilet paper and a leaf blower that helps explain how we keep those big birds right up there.
Hey Fleetsters, I hope you enjoyed that there. Ryan here. I want to tell you the secret of how that worked. So what you just saw is a perfect example of the Bernoulli effect. Back in 1738, the scientist Daniel Bernoulli came up with this principle called the Bernoulli effect. He got named after himself because he came up with the idea. So the Bernoulli effect says that if you have a horizontal flow of a fluid and you have a higher velocity on top versus on the bottom, you'll actually get lift on the bottom. So to demonstrate this, I have my toilet paper roll here, and if I blow on the top of it, toilet paper rises up. I have a much higher velocity on top, so there's a lower air pressure. The higher air pressure below the toilet paper actually lifts it up and causes it to fly. This is actually the same way that airplanes are able to fly. By having the shape of the wing in a certain way, you're able to have a higher velocity of air going over the top of the wing than on the bottom. And that difference in velocity actually causes air pressure to change, and it causes the wing to lift up. Well, thank you guys so much for checking out the Bernoulli leaf blower. I'll see you next time. Got you!
Thanks Ryan and Reza for that fun demonstration of Bernoulli. Who knew a leaf blower could be such a great tool for teaching and learning science? Now, no hints here, but if you decide to have your very own Bernoulli leaf blower battle at home, please send it to us. We love to see how you use and enjoy science. So now I'm gonna send you to some of my friends in Studio X who are gonna show you some really cool paper airplanes, as well as some tips and tricks for how to keep your planes right up there.
Folding paper airplanes is a serious business for some people. Hello, my name is Akiko from Studio X, and I am here today to talk to you about really cool paper airplanes. This is one of the airplanes designed by John Collins. John Collins, also known as the paper airplane guy, designed and folded an airplane that holds the world record for the longest distance flown. On February 26, 2012, inside the empty airplane hangar at an old Air Force base in California, his airplane, thrown by a former college football player, flew almost the entire length of that huge building. The recorded distance was 226 feet and 10 inches. That is a difficult number to imagine how long that is. It's actually about the length of 15 cars. So imagine a line of cars in front of you. You throw your paper airplane, and it keeps going and going until it finally lands on the 15th car in front of you. That is amazing. John Collins folded many great airplanes over the years. But why do his airplanes fly so well? Well, one of the reasons for his success is that he plays with the forces that act on his airplane. Lift, weight, thrust, and drag. Lift is an upward force that keeps the airplane afloat. Size and shape of the wings, or the location of the wings, changes how much and where the airplane gets this upward force. Weight is a downward force. It is a force of gravity pulling the airplane down towards the earth. The overall weight depends on the kind of paper you use, but the thickness of the folded paper in different parts of the airplane affects which part of the plane gets pulled down more. The force that pushes the airplane forward is called thrust. When you throw the airplane, you are supplying this force. Drag is a resistance force that slows down the plane. Overall shape of the airplane, the smoothness of the paper, or even the folding technique will affect how the surrounding air interacts with the surface of the plane and slows it down. John Collins seems to know how to make those four forces work together to make his airplane fly a certain way. It's almost like through his designs and careful adjustments he makes on his airplanes, he is teaching his airplanes how to behave in the air. Once thrown, his airplane knows how to glide, how to stay afloat, and then in this case, how to fly back to you. The designs for the airplanes we folded here today came from this wonderful book by John Collins, the New World Champion Paper Airplane Book. There are so many wonderful paper airplane designs out there, and all you need is a sheet of paper to experience the science behind paper airplanes. So have serious fun folding paper airplanes. Thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you again soon.
We know you have so many choices for how and when you choose to science, so thank you so much for choosing us at the Fleet Science Center for all your STEM questions and curiosities. Please keep your seatbelts fastened until the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of Fleet TV. Make sure to share us with your family, share us with your friends, like us on social, and of course, we'll see you next week.